Yo guys, welcome back to Undefeated at Locals. We have another character kit review from Jetburn for you guys. What are we looking at today, Edgar?
Today we're looking at Endeavor 3. He is a 6 hand size, 31 health character, so he's a beefy boy. Enhance your attack, mill 4. Your attack gets +2 speed. If you have cycled this game, it gets +3 damage. And then form once per game, add 1 attack from your removed from game pile to your hand. This ability cannot be canceled. How do you feel about this guy?
I'm feeling pretty good, right? We have like a good symbol mock-up for him this time. We're on Earth, Fire, and Order. That feels really good. I think just getting +2 speed is probably enough most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Six-hander, giving everything +2 speed, and then once we've cycled, we give it +3 damage and form. I pick my best attack, right?
hmm
Super, super solid, I feel.
Yeah, same. +2 speed on every attack always feels good. And he really is just like a late game bomb, right? Like
Yeah,
you
for
you
sure.
don't let him cycle. If you do,
Yeah,
you're in
yep,
trouble.
exactly. And like these symbols can already they're already so good at giving damage, right? Earth has brute strength,
hmm
so many like little +1s here and there. So yeah, I think this guy's just going to, like you said, he's just going to just trash somebody if you allow the game to go late enough into a cycle.
Yeah. So consistency on this guy, he's going to be playable.
Yeah,
You're definitely going to see Endeavor 3 popping up.
you'll see him at the top tables, guys. Watch out for Endeavor.
Next up, what do we got?
We have Flash Fire Fist Hell Spider. This guy is insane. 4 diff, checks a 3, +2 eye block, 3 high for 6. We're already overstatted. We've got Fury range, and then we have Enhance Mill 2 as cost. Your attacks this turn get +1 speed. If you have cycled this game, your attacks this turn get +1 damage. What do we think?
This is officially in the category of nuts.
Yeah,
It's overstated. It's a good block. It's a low diff. It doesn't check a 2. Uh, and the cost of mill 2 to give the rest of your attacks this turn +1, possibly +1/+1, is insanity.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so basically, you're running in Endeavor's kit alone. You're running at a +3 speed base
Yep.
for your whole attack run, which can just murder somebody.
Absolutely, it can. Yeah, everybody locally understands that I have not been super hot on this set. I don't think a lot of the cards are very good. This one is too good, right? We're overstated in just the base stats alone, right? 3 high for 6 on a 4 diff. It seems crazy. And then you just give a permanent +1. Yeah, absolutely nuts. I think the consensus is that this is extremely playable.
Very,
You
yeah.
will absolutely, this card is going to decimate you once it's
Yeah,
played.
this is going to be in nearly every kit that
Yeah,
it runs those symbols.
absolutely.
So, yeah, this one watch out for, guys. Next up, we have Flashfire Fist Jet Burn. This is a 4 diff, checks a 3, +2 low block. It's a 1 mid for 4. It's got charge range keywords and enhance card pool mill 1. Enhance mill 1 if this attack speed is less than the milled card's check value. This attack gets +2 speed, and you may play this ability one more time this enhanced step. Uh, there is a world where this is incredibly overpowered,
Yes,
and a
yeah.
world where this is not going to be played.
Yeah, absolutely. Me and Edgar have recently heard about a combo that you guys have come up with a photogenic hero. With that card, there's a world where this card is just absolutely broken, specifically in this character, right?
Yeah.
If we can infinitely mill ourselves to the cycle and get our once per game on turn 2, probably pretty good. If we cannot do that, this card will not see play, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like you might see in Endeavor's
And
kit,
like
but
enhanced card pool mill 1 is like pretty solid, but yeah,
yeah,
outside of that, nobody else is gonna want to play this extremely low mid for 4.
yeah. There are a handful of characters that are going to want to play this if it does infinitely mill.
Yes, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but yeah, that's where we're at with this card. So play it
Depending on
right.
the ruling,
Yeah, right now
yeah,
I think the ruling is it
it
does work
does
that
work.
way.
Yeah,
So
yep.
it is
So
currently playable, but if that ever goes back, I don't see this one being played too hot.
agreed.
Next up, what do we got here?
We've got his ultimate attack. We've got plus ultra prominence burn, guys. It's the ultra rare. 5 difficulty, checks a 3, +2 high block, 4 low for 5. We have Fury, powerful 3, and it's a punch. Response after you discard cards from the top of your deck during this enhanced step, your rival commits 1 foundation. You may play this response 3 times during this enhanced step. And then first enhance, if you have cycled this game, double this attack's damage. Deadlock enhance, this turn your attack gets +2 speed and your rival cannot gain health. What do we think about this guy?
This guy has very cool artwork, decent stats, and a whole lot of text that'll never happen. Um, the response, like in Endeavor, sure, this goes off. But the response in any other kit, you're not gonna see this 3 whole times. You're luckier if you're gonna see it once. The first enhance, unless you're Endeavor, it's never going to do a thing. Like the chances of you cycling and getting back to this attack in most decks is pretty slim. And then a Deadlock Enhance is neat, but we don't build for Deadlock. That's just extra spice.
Yep, yeah. Exactly, you put it great. I don't think I've ever seen a card with this much text that just results in here's this 5 diff 4 low for 5. So yeah, I don't see this attack being very played even in his kit. I don't see it being played at all in anybody else's. So yeah, I think the consensus is this is unplayable.
Unplayable.
You will not have to worry about this at top tables, guys.
Next up, we have Slice and Burn. This is a 4 diff, checks a 3, +1 mid block, 2 high for 5. It's got the keywords Fury, Ranged, Combo, High block, and it's got Combo Enhanced, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Your rival loses 2 health. This effect cannot reduce your rival below 1 health. And then Enhance, if you have 10 or less cards in your deck, this attack and your next attack get +2 damage. How do we feel about this?
I'm feeling pretty good about this guy, right? It's a 4 diff off zone, feels really good. And I love combo enhances like this. I love block zone combos. Discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. This is just an easy loot for us, right? Like we've
Hmm.
seen signature right swing played in decks before and whatnot. I think this will easily see play just as much as that card has. I love being able to play a foundation into a poke that draws me 2 more foundations, build and pass, right?
Yeah.
Feels super good.
Yeah, I feel the same. Again, it's got the high block combo, so it's a little harder to use than something like Signature Right, but it's easy enough and it burns your opponent for 2, so it has that extra oomph to it. The if you have 10 or less cards in your deck enhance is neat. Very rarely is that one going to go off though. You'll be lucky to see that one go off rather.
Yeah, for sure.
But we definitely play this for the easy loot too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you will see this. This is playable,
Playable, yeah,
guys.
very. Next up, we have Gotta Go Faster. This is our first foundation for him. It is a 2 diff with a +2 mid block. It has Enhance Remove. If your attack has at least double its printed speed, add the top card of your discard pile to your hand. And then Endeavor Enhance. If you have 15 or less health, this attack gets +1 damage. Where are we at with this one?
UVS Games, why are we wasting such good assets? We got a dope name and even doper art. We've got Super Saiyan Endeavor on this card. And it's probably one of the most uninspired two diffs I've seen in a long time. Enhanced Remove is such a high cost.
Yeah.
And if this attack is double its printed speed, we just get to add the top card to our hand. Like, of course that's not random, right? We can put that card there. We can find ways to put specific cards there, but I don't think your attacks are ever going to be consistently double their printed speed.
Yeah.
It's such a high cost to run this in your deck. And then it's Endeavor Enhance. I don't even think Endeavor loves this all that much. We get free damage a lot easier on a lot better foundations. And it being an Endeavor only enhance will make sure that this card just doesn't see play outside of this deck, right?
Yeah, like this is definitely an Endeavor only card as he's got enough to like Slice and Burn's a too high,
Yeah. We
right?
have
So
like
you're gonna give
one
it
speed
yeah, you're gonna
attacks.
give it two speed. It's gonna be at least double. You're gonna mill 4, you're gonna put one of those as an attack on top of your deck,
Yeah.
and you're gonna pick it up. But it's not that great. It's not good enough. Maybe you mill 4 foundations,
Yep. Yeah,
uh
for sure.
which
And have to just sit on this card in your stage.
yeah, so it's This one's an okay card, but I don't see this being at the top tables. This one's not playable.
Yep, yeah, we're gonna agree there. Unplayable, guys.
Next up, what do we got here?
We've got another two diff, heroic endurance. Checks a 5 +3 block mod. Enhanced commit. This attack gets -2 damage. And then enhanced tenacious remove. This attack gets -2 damage. What do we feel about this guy?
This guy is okay, but there are too many on Earth, especially. You have too many ways to get minus damage, uh, that aren't played, right?
Yeah, for
Things like
sure.
resistance aren't played for the -2 damage that it gives. So I don't see this one seeing a whole lot of play in anyone's kit. Like in some cases, maybe you get to use it twice and give something -4 damage, but I do not think this one is going to be seeing play.
Yeah, agreed. I think its best use case is probably like Nene Electric Jolt, right? But we're also just banking on our opponent not being able to give that an additional damage somewhere. So yeah, in a best use case, we take 0 from Electric Jolt, but yeah, it's a high cost. Where it's a 2 diff +3 mid block. Yeah, I think we can agree that this guy is unplayable.
Unplayable, yeah. Next up, we have One Man Inferno. This is his 0 diff. It's got a +3 low block. Very simple, guys. Enhance mill 1, your rival mills 1. How do you feel?
This card's sick, man. This card is a sick 0 diff. One of the more balanced ones that we've had in the game. Generally, our 0 diffs are either way overpowered or they don't actually have any text on them. But this one's very simple, very clear cut, and very good into the metagame right now.
Yeah,
How many characters do we have that are trying to stack the top part of their deck? Namely, Jiro.
yeah.
Come on, Jiro players. Now I have something against that.
Yeah,
I love that this is not a flip cost. I love that this is just constantly on the field. Um, yeah, there's just so many different plays that I can think. Celebrity status, so many different things that this just completely ruins, and that's great.
yeah. This is definitely something that we've needed in this format for a long time. We had Profane Sank back in Standard. It was a little bit stronger than this, but it was still, it was a very well placed card in the meta because
Yep.
you needed to be able to strip the top of your opponent's deck sometimes. So I think this one is very good, very balanced, and very playable.
Yes, yeah, this will see play on all of these symbols. There's no reason not to run this card.
Yeah, agreed. And then, last but not least, what do we got?
We've got his 3 diff, his rare guys, the new #1. We've finally beaten All Might. This guy is a 3 diff +2 high block, unique, has a static. This card cannot be sealed, which is insane because of its text. Enhanced commit, return this attack to its printed speed. Period. This attack gets +1 or -1 speed. And then we have a pro hero enhance once per turn, mill 2, unseal 1 card in your stage. What do we think about this?
This is also another card that we've needed in the format for a long time. This is repeatable defense. You're
Yeah.
not removing this. You're not naning to momentum. You're not committing
Yes.
your character. You're not burning your board to simply reset the speed of a ludicrous attack.
Yep.
This is something that we've required for a long time because, as most players know, defense hasn't been the strongest in our formats. Luckily, we're starting to get there with things like this. The Pro Hero Enhance is also really neat considering we have so much seal effect in this set.
Yeah. He's really bringing the heat on Seal.
Yeah, so being able to turn one of your, pieces back on, when needed is huge for us.
Yeah. This card's just crazy, guys. Like, yeah, Edgar put it perfectly. It's repeatable. There's no more. I'm going to get completely wrecked by home run comets that are wearing speed. I'm not going to get wrecked by cannon blast that's 40 high for 40 and now unblockable. Very, very good into a lot of things in the meta. And repeatable and nearly uninteractable, right? Our
Yeah,
opponent has to attempt to flip this,
yeah.
and we're on the Earth
And you're on the
symbol,
Earth
so we're
symbol, so you're
just
gonna have a
never
really
letting
hard
you
time.
have that. Yeah, very, very playable, guys. You will see this at top
Yeah.
tables.
That is the last card for Endeavor's kit. As you can see, we very much agreed on this guy's kit because his cards were either very good or very bad. There wasn't a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure.
We got what, 5 out of 9?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Super, super. solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, character himself is very good. So I think overall it's a win for UVS Games and the design team. Very, very themed, very, very cool stuff. And yeah, that's it for Endeavor. Catch us for our next character review. Peace.